Ladies and gentlemen, there have been more text messages filed with the courts in Mississippi on Brett Favre's exchange with Phil Bryan at the time, and man, does it look bad for him. I have a video from NBC News that I want you to listen to, and I'll be right back with the rest of my commentary.
NFL Hall of Famer Brett Favre is under growing pressure tonight. Sirius Radio putting his weekly football show on pause, as a new court filing says the former football star waged a campaign to aggressively lobby for millions of dollars from the state welfare agency to finish building a volleyball facility at his alma mater, the University of Southern Mississippi, where his daughter played the sport, and also a football practice facility. New texts show Favre in contact with then-Governor Phil Bryant and other state officials as he pushed to secure funding meant for people in poverty. "I need your influence somehow to get donations and/or sponsorships," Favre texted Bryant in April 2017. Court records show he secured $5 million, but needed more. Even after state auditors began to raise questions, Favre kept lobbying. In September 2019, he texted Bryant that he wanted to name the volleyball complex after the governor. "We obviously need your help big time, and time is working against us," Favre texted. Bryant replied, "We're going to get there, but we have to follow the law. I'm too old for federal prison." The former governor says he did not know officials used millions from the federal welfare program to construct the sports complex. Bryant's former welfare director pleaded guilty to state and federal crimes last week in the growing scandal. He also agreed to cooperate with the FBI, which has been investigating the welfare misspending for 2 years. Tonight, Favre's lawyer tells me his client behaved honorably and did not know the state grants he sought came from federal welfare funds. He noted that former Governor Bryant is not accusing Favre of violating any laws. Favre has not been charged.
Ladies and gentlemen, they just revealed more text messages that's on court file against Brett Favre. And boy, it don't look good at all. But, we have heard about the text messages since what, 2022? So Brett Favre told Mississippi governor, who was Phil Bryant at the time, that he would not take no for an answer over a volleyball stadium. This is according to the court filings. Mm-mm-mm. So Brett Favre suspected of pressuring Mississippi state officials to spend millions in federal welfare funds on a volleyball stadium at the school where his daughter played the sport. Warned former Governor Phil Bryan, "We are not taking no for an answer," a newly released text messages in a court filing shows. Mm-mm-mm. We obviously need your help big time, and time is working against us. And we feel that your name is the perfect choice for this facility. This is what he said in a text message back then. This text message is dated September 4th, 2019, to Governor Phil Bryant at that time about funding the volleyball stadium at the University of Southern Mississippi's main campus in Hattiesburg. "We are not taking no for an answer. You are a Southern Mississippi alumni, and folks need to know that you are also a supporter of the university," he added. Almost like he's telling Phil what to do with those fundings. You gonna help me, and that's it. I'm not taking no for an answer. "We are going to get there," Brian, a Republican, text back to Brett at that time. "This was a great meeting, but we have to follow the law. I am too old for federal prison." And then he added a smile emoji with sunglasses. Mm-mm-mm. This exchange is part of a series of text messages between Favre and Bryant that were filed Friday in Hind County, district court by the ex governor's lawyer. This looks pretty incriminating to me. Mm-mm-mm. It is definitely white privilege that's keeping this man from being charged. They should have been charged this man. They should have done this when this news broke about him getting the welfare funds. He should have been charged then. They done let all this time go by, and Brett Favre has not been charged with anything. Unbelievable. Brian, who left office in 2020, says he had no idea that a plan was hitched to divert funds meant for needy families to a volleyball facility during a July 2017 meeting. So it included the legendary former Green Bay Packers quarterback John Davis, and then head of the Mississippi Department of Human Services, and Nancy New, founder of the nonprofit Mississippi Community Education Center, according to the court filings. Previous court filings by New, who has pled guilty and is cooperating with investigators, allege the opposite, saying the evidence suggests that Mississippi Department of Human Services executives, including Governor Phil Bryant, knew that Favre was seeking the funds to build a volleyball facility and participated in directing, approving, and providing Favre with MDHS funds to be used for construction for the volleyball stadium. Mm-mm-mm. So the exchanges between Favre and Phil Bryan were released just days after Davis pled guilty to federal fraud charges and admitted doling out millions of taxpayer funds for two nonprofits, which awarded contracts to various entities and individuals for social services that were never provided. Wow. These people are just sitting there having all kinds of fun with the taxpayer money. You see, this is why I told y'all before. This is why they want to be in these positions of power so they can have access to unlimited funds. New and her son, Zach, pled guilty earlier to state charges of misspending. It ain't no misspending. You stole public money. Misspending. No, you stole the money that was supposed to be used to help residents of the nation's poorest state climb out of poverty. And, I had read an article that they made it very difficult for people to even get on welfare down there in Mississippi. They make the process very difficult. They make it difficult because they have diverted the money and stole it for other things. Both Davis and New are cooperating with the federal investigation of Mississippi welfare spending scandal. Neither Bryan nor Favre have been hit with criminal charges, but the NFL great is a defendant in the civil suit brought by the state of Mississippi against more than 35 people and entities in a bid to recover the misspent money, the stolen money. Y'all crack me up. You'll do stuff wrong. You try this word salad stuff all the time. So Brian's lawyer released several text exchanges to show that the ex-governor pushed back at Favre's effort to secure the money. But how hard did you push if he got the money and was able to have the stadium built? It don't look like he pushed hard at all against it. Use of the funds tightly controlled. Brian texts Favre on July 28th, 2019, according to the filing. As soon as we get approval, we can move forward, Brian added in a text message. Without that approval, any expenditure could be illegal, and Nancy and USM could be made to repay the federal government any and all funds spent. Mm, mm, mm. Y'all, all I hear are a bunch of criminals that have not been charged. That's all I'm hearing. And the thing is, if this was anyone else other than Brett Favre, they would have been charged, especially if it was somebody from our community. We know what they're doing by not charging these men. This is outrageous. So, I guess this is just ongoing until they finally get this thing in court in front of a judge. But y'all, just remember this is Mississippi. And we may think Brett is in this thing knee deep. Just get the right judge on the bench and he'll probably let the whole thing go. I'm just saying. Y'all, please tell me what you think about this video. And you can best believe Brett is still trying to get out of everything. How the hell do you receive the money but believe you shouldn't be involved in nothing? This is unbelievable. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on